Welcome to Hard-Coded AI, the channel where we decode the technologies, careers, businesses, and innovations shaping tomorrow's world. Artificial intelligence is transforming industries faster than ever before, but behind every breakthrough lies an opportunity that most people never see. In today's documentary, we'll explore how ordinary people are building real businesses with artificial intelligence without writing code. Let's decode the future. This is Hard-Coded AI. The biggest business shift has already started. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that somewhere in the world, a single person has built a business that never sleeps. It answers customers while they sleep, organizes information while they sleep, prepares reports while they sleep, even helps businesses make better decisions while they sleep. No massive office, no hundreds of employees, no billion-dollar company, just one person, using artificial intelligence in a completely different way. For years, we've been told that starting a successful business requires a brilliant idea, a large investment, or years of technical experience. But something remarkable has begun to change. A new generation of entrepreneurs is quietly emerging. They aren't building the next social media platform. They aren't inventing revolutionary hardware. Instead, they're taking ordinary business problems and solving them faster than ever before. What's surprising is that many of these people have never written a single line of code. They're not software engineers. They're not AI researchers. And many of them had no business experience before they started. So how is this possible? What changed so dramatically that ordinary people can now build businesses around a technology that once belonged only to the world's largest companies? The answer isn't another AI tool. It isn't another chatbot. And it certainly isn't a secret shortcut that guarantees success. The real shift is much deeper. Individuals have access to technology that can perform tasks which once required entire teams. That changes more than productivity. It changes what's possible. And when what's possible changes, business changes, careers change, opportunities change. But before you can build an AI business, you need to understand one simple idea that almost everyone misunderstands. Because once you see it, you'll never look at artificial intelligence the same way again. What an AI business really is before you build anything. Let's clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings surrounding artificial intelligence. Ask 10 people what an AI business is, and you'll probably hear 10 different answers. Some imagine giant technology companies creating advanced AI models. Others picture programmers writing thousands of lines of code. Some think it's about building the next ChatGPT. Others believe you need expensive servers, powerful computers, and a team of software engineers. In reality, most AI businesses look nothing like that. An AI business isn't defined by the technology it creates. It's defined by the value it delivers. Think about companies you've interacted with recently. The airline that confirmed your booking. The online store that answered your questions. The bank that processed your request. The clinic that scheduled your appointment. The restaurant that accepted your reservation. None of those businesses exist to build artificial intelligence. They exist to serve customers. Artificial intelligence simply becomes one part of how they deliver that service more effectively. That's an important distinction. Owning a powerful tool doesn't automatically create a business. A camera doesn't create a photography business. A kitchen doesn't create a restaurant. And artificial intelligence alone doesn't create a successful company. The business comes first. Technology supports it. This is why two people can use exactly the same AI software, yet produce completely different results. One experiments with features. The other builds a service around solving a specific need. The software is identical. The thinking is completely different. This shift in thinking changes everything. Instead of asking, which AI tool should I learn? Successful founders begin asking, what service can I improve? What process can I simplify? What experience can I make better? Those questions lead to businesses, not because artificial intelligence is doing all the work, but because it allows ordinary people to deliver extraordinary value. And once you understand what an AI business really is, the next question becomes much more interesting. If businesses are built around solving problems, where do those problems actually exist? Inside a real business. Now that we understand what an AI business really is, let's step inside an ordinary company. Not a billion-dollar technology giant, not Silicon Valley, just a normal business. At 9 o'clock in the morning, employees begin their day. One person opens hundreds of unread emails. Another updates spreadsheets that were already outdated yesterday. A customer is waiting for a reply. Someone in accounting is matching invoices. The sales team is searching for client information before an important meeting. Managers are asking for reports that haven't been finished. Human resources is reviewing another stack of job applications. The marketing department is trying to prepare next week's campaign. Meanwhile, customers customer support is answering the same questions they've answered hundreds of times before. Individually, none of these tasks seem like a major problem, but together, they quietly consume thousands of working hours every single year. Now multiply those hours across every department, across every office, across every company, across every industry. This is the reality of modern business. Not every challenge is dramatic. Most businesses don't struggle because of one massive failure. They struggle because of hundreds of small, repetitive tasks that slowly reduce productivity every single day. These tasks rarely appear in annual reports. Customers never see them, but business owners feel their impact every month. Projects move slower. Employees become overwhelmed. Decisions take longer. Operating costs continue to rise, and growth becomes harder to achieve. This is where successful businesses begin thinking differently. Instead of asking employees to simply work harder, they begin examining every process, every approval, every document, every email, every repetitive action. They start looking for patterns. Because every repeated task reveals something important, a process, and every process can be improved. Some can be simplified, others can be redesigned, many can be completed far more efficiently than before. The companies growing the fastest aren't always the ones hiring the most people. They're often the ones that understand their own operations better than anyone else. Because before you can improve a business, you first have to understand how that business actually works. And once you can see those hidden processes, you'll begin to recognize opportunities that most people walk past every single day. The HARDCODED AI blueprint. By now, you've seen how businesses really operate. Hundreds of small processes, thousands of daily decisions, and countless repetitive tasks happening behind the scenes. But observing a problem is only the beginning. The real advantage comes from knowing exactly how to solve it. This is where successful AI professionals think differently. They don't jump straight into software. They don't search for the newest AI tool. Instead, they follow a simple framework that works across almost every industry. Here at Hard-Coded AI, we'll call it the AI Business Blueprint. Step 1. Observe. Spend time understanding how work actually flows. Who performs each task? What information moves between departments? Where do delays happen? What activities repeat every single day? Don't assume, watch carefully. Step 2. Identify the bottleneck. Every business has one. Maybe approvals take too long. Maybe employees spend hours searching for information. Maybe customer requests pile up faster than the team can respond. The biggest opportunity usually hides inside the biggest delay. Step 3. Redesign the process. Instead of asking, how can people work faster? Ask, should people be doing this task at all? Many repetitive activities exist simply because they've always been done that way. A better workflow often removes unnecessary steps before introducing any technology. Step 4. Introduce artificial intelligence only where it creates measurable value. Not everywhere, only where it improves speed, accuracy, consistency, or decision-making. Good automation feels invisible. The work simply gets done better. Step 5. Measure the results. Did the process become faster? Did errors decrease? Did employees recover valuable time? Did customers receive a better experience? If the answer is yes, the solution is working. If not, refine it, improve it, test again, because the first version is rarely the final version. This blueprint isn't designed for one specific AI platform. It isn't tied to one software company, and it won't become obsolete when new tools appear. It's a way of thinking, a structured method for solving business problems that can be applied almost anywhere. Once you understand this blueprint, you'll begin seeing opportunities where other people only see routine work. And that's exactly where the greatest value is created. Turning skill into income, understanding businesses is valuable. Knowing how to improve them is even more valuable. But value only becomes income when someone is willing to pay for it. This is where many people overcomplicate the journey. They believe they need a registered company, a professional office, a large team, or years of experience before they can begin. In reality, every successful AI business starts the same way. One client, one problem, one solution. Imagine a local accounting firm spending hours every week organizing financial documents, or a real estate agency manually responding to property inquiries. Perhaps a medical clinic struggles to manage appointments and patient follow-ups. These businesses aren't looking for the most advanced artificial intelligence. They're looking for someone who can remove friction from their daily operations. That's where your opportunity begins. Instead of selling artificial intelligence, you offer outcomes. Less manual work, faster response times, better organization, more productive teams. Businesses understand results far more clearly than technology. As your experience grows, your services naturally expand. You might optimize internal workflows for one company, design intelligent document systems for another, improve customer communication for a third. Every project strengthens your understanding of how businesses operate, and every successful result becomes proof that you can solve larger challenges. Over time, those completed projects projects become something more valuable than certificates. They become a portfolio, a collection of real business improvements that demonstrates your ability to create measurable results. That's what future clients want to see. Not how many AI tools you've tested, but how many business problems you've solved. The first opportunity rarely appears because you're the world's leading expert. It appears because you're willing to solve one problem that someone else no longer wants to deal with. And once you've done that successfully, you're no longer searching for experience. You're building a reputation. Because in business, trust is earned through results, and results create opportunities that continue to grow long after the first project is finished. Building a future that can't be easily replaced. Every major technological shift creates a defining moment, not because the technology changes overnight, but because people decide whether to adapt or stay where they are. Artificial intelligence is creating that moment right now. The people who begin learning today won't simply understand new software. They'll develop a way of thinking that becomes valuable across every industry. Imagine looking back 1 year from now. The person who once hesitated to explore AI is now confidently analyzing business operations. You notice inefficiencies that others overlook. You ask better questions. You approach challenges with a structured mindset instead of searching for quick fixes. That transformation doesn't happen because artificial intelligence becomes smarter. It happens because you become more capable. Technology will continue to evolve. New AI models will be released. New platforms will appear. Today's popular tools will eventually be replaced by better ones. But the ability to understand businesses, analyze processes, and improve how work gets done will remain valuable regardless of which technology becomes popular next. That's why this journey is larger than learning artificial intelligence. You're developing problem-solving skills that can grow with every project, every industry, and every new opportunity. Companies don't build their future around temporary software. They build it around people who can adapt, people who continue learning, people who remain curious, people who improve with every challenge they face. The greatest investment you'll make isn't in a subscription or a new application. It's in becoming the kind of professional who can confidently step into an unfamiliar business, understand how it operates, and discover opportunities others never noticed. That's a skill no market trend can easily erase. Because while technology will continue changing, the ability to create meaningful improvement will always have a place in the future. The decision is yours when you close this video. The world won't suddenly change. Businesses will continue operating. Artificial intelligence will continue evolving. New companies will be created. New opportunities will appear. And somewhere, someone will begin building the next successful AI business. The only question is, will you be one of them? Every breakthrough you've seen throughout history started with someone deciding to begin before they felt completely ready. Not because they had every answer, but because they were willing to learn while moving forward. Months from now, you'll probably remember very little about the names of today's AI tools. Technology always changes, but you'll remember one idea. Every successful business begins by making someone's life easier. That's a principle that doesn't expire. Whether the future brings new software, new industries, or technologies we can't even imagine today, the people who understand how to create value will always have an advantage. This documentary was never about becoming an AI expert. It was about changing the way you see opportunities, because opportunities don't arrive with a notification. They appear quietly, hidden inside everyday problems that everyone else has accepted as normal. From this moment forward, you'll never look at those problems the same way again. You'll begin asking different questions. You'll notice possibilities that once seemed invisible, and that single change in perspective could become the beginning of something far greater than an AI business. It could become the beginning of an entirely different future. If this documentary helped you see artificial intelligence through a new lens, subscribe to Hard-Coded AI. Every week, we'll break down the technologies, strategies, and real-world ideas shaping the future of business, careers, and innovation. The future isn't waiting for permission. It's already being built. The only thing left to decide is whether you'll help build it. The future isn't something we wait for. It's something we build. And every skill you learn today becomes part of the life you create tomorrow. If this documentary gave you a new perspective on artificial intelligence and the future of work, don't let this be where your journey ends. Subscribe to Hard-Coded AI and join thousands of future builders who are learning how to use AI to create better careers, smarter businesses, and new opportunities. Every week, we release cinematic documentaries that break down artificial intelligence, automation, business, and the skills shaping tomorrow's world. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share it with someone who wants to build their future with AI, and let us know in the comments what documentary you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and keep decoding the future. This is Hard-Coded AI, decoding tomorrow.